and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lebohang Motile. I make faith-based content here on YouTube, and it's another video recording in the car. I miss actually recording in the car. I really miss this. So today's video, I just wanted to share with you a few things that I do to literally end off the year. I know at this time of the year, it's December. Most people are tired, are exhausted. Most people can't wait to go on leave and just, you know what, just be with family, just have the good times, braai, meet, and so forth, and attend every braai that they actually invite you to. But just before you do that, these are the things that I normally do, right? Either at the end of November or beginning of December. This time around, I actually fell sick with flu because of Joburg weather. Because of the weather in Johannesburg, I've been sick for a good 2 weeks with flu, so I couldn't do this reset, year reset I call it. But I'm going to do it now. I'm actually right in the middle of it. So what I normally do when I'm ending the year, I will fast for 3 days. So this is first to thank God that actually you've carried me from January and I'm seeing December and my entire family is good. So I fast. It's a Thanksgiving kind of fast. And then number 2, I also pray for the coming year ahead. And then during that 3 days, I'm also planning and praying for the plans for the year that is coming. So right now we're going into 2026. I sit down and just plan my finances. What am I taking care of in the year 2026? And what are my goals for the year 2026? Because these are mostly things that people want to do in January. January is when people want to put up their vision boards and they want to start praying for the year. But for me, I've always felt like, how are you praying for the new year when you're already in the new year? Right? So I usually just do it before getting into the new year. Hence, I do it end of November, beginning of December, because now I'm prepping. So the minute it's January, I feel like they're saying on your marks, get set, go when it's January. So if you're only going to start with your vision board and you're praying for the year and you're fasting for the year right in January, I feel like you're already behind, right? So what I normally do is just take the 3 days to fast and pray for the year. God, what are you saying to me about the year 2026, right? So highly recommend. So number 1, fast. Go on a 3-day fast. Thank God for the year that he has carried you through. And then number 2, during that fast, you are asking God, what is your plan, God, for the year that is ahead? What is the plan for 2026? What is your word to me personally? We know that our churches are going to release the word of the year, the theme of the year, and so forth. But I always also just usually take time to pray and ask God, what is he saying to me personally about the year that I'm going to? I love it when our pastor gives us a word of the year, but I actually love it even more when I have first sat with God personally to ask him about me and him personally. What does he has to say to me? And then when I go to church, most of the time they usually confirm the same word, and you know what, it gives me that excitement to say I can actually hear God for myself, right? So ask God, what is the plan for your year? And if you already have your own goals, your own desires that you would like to actually execute in the new year, pray over that. That is why we're praying for. Find scripture, sit on scripture and pray over that. If you are planning to buy a new house in the year 2026, now you sit on scriptures such as, every place that I set my foot on, the Lord will grant it to me, right? That means that you are going to go on viewing. You're going to be viewing houses, right? So that every place that you actually set your foot on, you get favor with the people and the agents that actually are selling that place, right? So find scripture, write your plans down, and find scripture that you will sit on for the year 2026, right? And then another thing that I really like to do is just plan out a schedule, a plan. Sometimes you don't really follow the schedule or plan throughout the year, like meaning from January to December. But if you figure it out now, and then by the 1st of January you already have it, you're most likely to follow it for a good 3 months, right? So have a schedule to say, okay, I will start waking up maybe an hour early in the new year, new me. And speaking of new year, new me, point number 4? I don't know. I didn't actually point it down. I didn't put the points down. But the next thing that you are going to do, so number 1, you're going to fast for 3 days, just praying and thanking God for the year and praying into the new year. Number 2, you're going to write your plans down. Write your plans down and find scripture that you can actually back up the plans that you are actually talking about. And then number 3, have a schedule. Create a brand new schedule for the year. I know most of the time it does not last, but if you start having it now and you give yourself time, remember, it's the beginning of December, you're writing the schedule for the new year. So you have the whole of December to be laid back, knowing you are looking forward to something in January. So this new schedule will kick off on the 5th of January, because mostly from the 1st to the 3rd, it's still technically December. So you're going to have a schedule written down of how do you want your new year to now look, what do you want your schedule to be like, and if you still have time to prep for it, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't actually follow through in January, right? And then number 4, declutter your wardrobe. Like, if it's a new year, you've probably just bought clothes from January to December. There is no way that you didn't buy clothes, not even once, from January to December. And those clothes that you did not wear the whole year, take those clothes away, my sister. You're not gonna wear them in the new. There's no way. If you didn't wear them for at least 6 months in the year 2025, there's no reason for you to think you're going to wear them in the new year. So declutter your wardrobe. That is number 4. So declutter your wardrobe before we get into the new year. Declutter now. I don't know, the lighting, yeah. So declutter your wardrobe. And number 5, I figure out a savings plan. I love figuring out a savings plan before the new year starts. So if it's a stokvel that I'm going to join, I start looking at my finances. Remember, most of the people actually get their bonuses and increase in December, so it kicks in January. The increase will kick in either in December or in January. But whatever your financial year end looks like at work, just start a savings plan. So if you see that, okay, going into the new year, I'm going to have an extra 500. Now, channel that 500 into an automated savings plan. Let's get into that quickly. So some of the things that I do when it comes to finances, I can't wait to do a full finance video. I'm not a financial advisor, please. But one of the things that I do when it comes to my finances is auto schedule payments. So I have a payment plan. So, groceries, if you're in South Africa, you'll know there's people that like come together, bring money together and buy grocery in bulk, right? So we do that as well. And in December, we share, right? So we bring together amounts. Currently this year it was 600 per person. So you bring back, you put 600 together, and then in December we all go buy in bulk and we split, right? So those are one of the things that I do. A schedule payment. I have a schedule payment that will take out that amount every month and send it to the person that is responsible for collecting the payments. I don't want to be the one that does the manual exercise of taking money from my account and sending it to someone, because some months I'm going to feel like I don't have money and some months I'm going to have an excuse. Do you understand? So anything that has to do with money that I have to do as a manual exercise, it doesn't end well for me. So I schedule payments. So I have a schedule payment for the grocery payments, and I have a schedule payment for my savings plan, and I have a schedule payment for my my stokvel. All right. Stokvel is also when a group of people will bring money together, and then for us, some people they do it on a monthly basis that you are paying someone, but the Stokvel that I am in December we split everything, including the interest that we have earned throughout the year, right? So I have a scheduled payment for that. So that's another thing. So when you're doing your finances, financial planning for the year, schedule payments. If you've decided that you want to put aside 200 every single month for the year 2026 because perhaps you have a goal, that's how I usually start. I usually work it backwards. So in the year, how much do I want to end up on in my savings? Let's say I want to end up on 1,000 rand. Then it means that every month I'm going to take out X amount to make 1,000 rand in December, 1,000 rand extra for me to not take out from my back pocket and fund the December lifestyle. Okay. All right. So that's another thing. Have a financial plan. Okay. And then schedule content. Like when you're scheduling your plan, I also like to schedule a plan of content that I listen to. So I don't just consume faith-based content like sermons and gospel music, but I also consume financial content. And then if you're a reader, buy a book that you are going to be reading for the year 2026. Buy 2 books that you are going to commit to reading in the year 2026. Does not make sense for you to take your entire bonus that you're going to be getting from work and just spend it on Christmas. No, invest in the year that is coming, because it is coming. And don't think you're going to be buying the books in January. No, in January it's on your marks, get set, go. It's not for you the time for you to be running around looking for a book to read, running around looking for a vision board or a plan or whatnot. January is literally when we go. January we go. So we start planning in December, right? So yeah, find a book or look for content creators that are speaking the language that you are trying to speak in 2026, that are doing the kind of things that you are trying to do in 2026. Start getting yourself used to those kind of things and those kind of people. If you need to subscribe, guys, subscriptions are absolutely free on YouTube. I don't understand why people don't subscribe. On that note, please, if you're watching this video, please click on the subscribe button. It is absolutely free. It's just so that my videos are recommended to you every time I post a new video, right? And so more people grow and more people see the channel, and then our community grows. So please subscribe. Please be nice. Please subscribe. And then subscribe to channels that are actually in line with what you want to be, who you want to be in the year 2026. So take out the time. This is usually, most of the people are already on holiday. If you are a student, you're already on holiday. Excuse me. Take the time to search for content that is around, and content creators and channels and YouTube channels and podcasts on Spotify, so forth, and find a book that is going to carry you through the year 2026, right? Because 2026, remember, January, it's on your mark, set, go. Okay. And then schedule faith-based content. So it's YouTube creators like myself, sermons from your church, from other churches, as well as gospel music, pick me up music that you feel like these are your things that are going to be your go-to. You can even create a whole playlist, guys. Create a whole playlist. These are the kind of things that I actually do. These are the kind of things. This is how I'm able to stay sane. And I was actually thinking today, I am actually not doing too bad with this adulting thing. But that is only because I plan, right? So I have playlists, personal playlists. I have a playlist of people that you know that you are going to be listening to this one when you actually don't feel like studying. That day that you don't feel like studying, in the morning you are going to schedule this content creator, you're going to schedule this song, and then it's just going to help you to get up and go, right? In the times that you don't feel like praying, you're going to put on these 2 songs, then they are going to ginger your spirit. They're going to help you get up and go, right? So create playlists. It's once you've created the folders and the playlists and put maybe 2 videos there, as the year proceeds, when you scroll and come across something, when new content is released, you can just add it to that playlist, and then it will help and motivate you to start to do what you need to do, right? So, and then I usually just also write down the vision. I am so much on write the vision down. I currently lost my book of evidence, that my book of vision actually, and I'm not okay. I'm not okay about that, but it's fine. God will help me. Write the vision down. I always write the vision down before I get into the new year. Sit down and what do I want to do in the next 5 years? And what am I going to do in the new year that is going to put me steps closer to my vision for the next 5 years, right? What do I want now? You still want a house, you still want a car, you still want a new job, you still, like, write everything down and start praying about it, and then just just so that when you get into the new year, you get into it with a plan and a vision. So that is it from me. I hope this was very helpful. It's just 15 minutes. I just thought I should do a quick video of just what to do before we get into the year 2026. Forgive yourself for the things that you didn't do in 2025, for the failures in 2025. Forgive yourself. Let's move on and let's have a game plan for the year 2026. That is the only way. If you get into the year with a game plan, listen to me, hear me out. If you get into the year with a game plan, there is no way that you're going to fail. That is one of my utmost secrets that have helped me become the person that I am. I always get into the new year with a game plan. And yeah, that's it from me. Well, Happy New Year, if I may say. Merry Christmas. Let's get into the brand new year, and blessings on blessings. See you in the next video. Bye.